Okay, we're about to have to start motoring through these because there's a number of them left and we don't have much time. Let's start with the in-laws speed round.
Speed round, in-laws. A man should leave his mother and father and cling to his wife. You know, in-laws are not the most important thing in your life once you get married. Your mom and your dad, her mom and her dad, they have to take second place. Your marriage is the most important. You need to cut the old apron strings, as they say, you know, and make a life together. And that's just how that should work.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. I'm not encouraging anyone to participate in anything overtly sinful. But when it comes time to be with your family, get inside their family culture. Mm-hmm. Have respect for their way of life. And it may come to be that if you really don't like something, after about 10 years of ingratiating yourself with them, you might have some influence over that. But at least at first, you should be humble and say, you know, maybe my family's way of doing things, maybe my own way of doing things is not the only way or even the best way. Let me try to do it their way. And when they come to your place, when it's them time for them to be on your turf, they can get inside your way of life. Mm-hmm. Those gatherings, they often happen at holidays. They don't have to be contentious. Mm-hmm. If you can just say, well, I'll tell you what I tell myself going into big family gatherings these days. I am here to serve and not to be served. Mm-hmm. And when you take the pressure off of life to make you happy, not only are you going to be a much kinder, more generous, just more godly person, but often you will realize that those expectations you had were simply arbitrary, self-imposed sort of things, and you can really come to enjoy someone else's way of doing things.
Yeah, let me say this on the in-laws. I think this is important. Because oftentimes what happens is there is an in-law who is overbearing, right? It's your mother-in-law that comes to your house and wants to tell you how to do things, or vice versa, or whatever. You need to speak up to that other person and say, and ideally it's, if it's your family, you speak up. If it's their family, if it's your spouse's family, maybe your spouse should speak up because that will be heard best. But you can speak up and say, Mom, Dad, I really appreciate how y'all do things. You raised me the right way. We did things that way. But we're a little bit different. We're making our own way. It's not that we dislike what you're doing or dislike what you're saying, but we've got to do it our own way, and we're asking you to respect that. When we're at your house, we're going to do it your way because we want to respect you. When you're at our house, I'm asking you to do it our way and to respect that. And so that's a difficult conversation to have. Mm-hmm. But if you have it early and you express that, I think it definitely your spouse will appreciate it, and hopefully your in-laws will appreciate it as well.